The Whispering Forest. In a distant land, where the sky kissed the earth with golden sunlight and rivers weaved like silver ribbons, there was a forest unlike any other. It was called the Whispering Forest. The trees were ancient and towering, their leaves shimmering with hues of emerald and gold. What made the forest truly magical, however, were the whispers that filled the air, a melody of soft voices sharing secrets, wisdom, and tales of old. Travelers who ventured into the forest often spoke of how the whispers seemed to understand their deepest fears, dreams, and regrets, offering guidance to those who listened with an open heart. Yet, few dared to stay long, for it was said the forest only revealed its truths to the pure of spirit and those willing to face themselves. The Young Seeker. One day, a young woman named Kaida arrived at the edge of the Whispering Forest. Kaida was an artist, celebrated for her breathtaking paintings of landscapes and nature. Yet, despite her fame, she felt a void within, a gnawing sense that something vital was missing from her work and her life. They say the Whispering Forest holds the answers to one's deepest questions, Kaida thought. Perhaps I can find the inspiration I seek within its depths. With courage in her heart, she stepped into the forest. As she walked among the ancient trees, she felt the whispers envelop her, like a gentle breeze carrying unspoken words. The Whispers Challenge. "Why have you come?" a soft voice murmured, as though the forest itself were speaking. "I seek inspiration," Kaida replied. "I wish to create art that truly speaks to the soul." The whispers grew louder, forming a harmonious chorus. "Then you must paint the truth of life, Kaida. But first, you must understand it." Kaida was puzzled. "How do I understand the truth?" "You must face 3 trials," the forest replied. "If you succeed, you will gain clarity. If you fail, you may lose your way forever." Kaida hesitated but nodded. "I am ready." The first trial, the River of Reflection. The whispers guided Kaida to a tranquil river. Its surface was so still it mirrored the sky and trees perfectly. "Gaze into the water," the whispers commanded. Kaida looked down and saw not her reflection but moments from her past. She saw her childhood, filled with laughter and wonder, and the years when her art brought her pure joy. Then, she saw the day her fame began, the day she started painting for praise rather than passion. Tears filled her eyes. "I've lost touch with why I began creating," she whispered. "The first truth," the forest said, "is to remember your purpose. Create not for others, but for the love of creation itself." The second trial, the Tree of Compassion. Next, the whispers led Kaida to a towering tree with silver bark. Hanging from its branches were glowing fruits, each radiating warmth. To take a fruit, the whispers said, "You must first offer something of yourself." Kaida thought about what she could give. Finally, she placed her hands on the tree and whispered, "I offer my pride and the need for recognition. Let me create with humility." A fruit gently fell into her hands. As she tasted it, Kaida felt a wave of understanding wash over her. She saw herself in the people she had envied and judged and realized that true art comes from compassion, understanding the human experience in all its beauty and flaws. The final trial, the Mirror of Shadows. The whispers then led Kaida to a clearing where a large, polished mirror stood. "Look," the whispers urged. Kaida approached, expecting to see herself. Instead, she saw her fears, her fear of failure, of obscurity, of not being good enough. The shadows of doubt loomed large, threatening to engulf her. "You must face them," the forest whispered. Kaida trembled but stepped closer. "You are a part of me," she said to the shadows. "But you will not define me. I will create despite my fears, not because they are absent, but because my passion is greater." The shadows dissolved, and Kaida saw herself in the mirror, her eyes clear and her heart full of resolve. The return. As she emerged from the forest, Kaida felt a profound sense of peace. The whispers grew faint, but their wisdom stayed with her. From that day forward, Kaida's art transformed. Each painting spoke of raw truth, compassion, and the beauty of imperfection. People from far and wide came to see her work, not because it was perfect, but because it was real. Kaida never forgot the lessons of the whispering forest. She learned that true inspiration comes from within, when one embraces their purpose, practices compassion, and faces their fears with courage. Moral of the story: true creativity and fulfillment stem from authenticity, compassion, and the courage to confront one's inner struggles.